When I first open Adobe Premiere, I'm going to be presented with the home screen. From the home screen, I have several options. I can either start a new project, open an existing project, or pick from a list of recent projects. For a new project, I'm going to go over and select the New Project button. There are two very important things I need to do before hopping into the interface of Premiere. And that is, in the New Project window here, I need to give my project a name. And I need to pick a location to save my project file to. In my project folder that I've already built, I've already created a home for my Premiere project files called PR files or Premiere files. There are 3 tabs in the New Project window. Under General, we have Video Rendering and Playback. I can see my renderer is currently set to Mercury Playback Engine GPU Acceleration Metal, which is the recommended hardware acceleration mode for Apple. If you're using a PC, you'll most likely want to select CUDA. If you're using a computer with no graphics card, the only option available to you would be Mercury Playback Engine software only. If available, GPU acceleration will greatly improve the performance of Premiere. For video, I'm going to leave it set to Display Format Timecode. Timecode is how we navigate time inside of Premiere. It's typically laid out in several columns of numbers. Starting on the far right-hand side, we have frames, seconds, minutes, and hours. Moving down, we have audio, and I leave this at the default audio samples. Whenever I need to move at the subframe level, audio samples will give me a far more accurate movement than milliseconds, which is just an arbitrary division of a second. With milliseconds, you have 1,000 steps in between 1 second of time, versus audio samples, which typically range in the 44 to 48,000 samples per second range. Under the Scratch Disk tab, we're going to see a bunch of different menu options. These all have to do with the types of files that are going to get created along the way as we work inside of Premiere. These are things like captured video, captured audio, video previews, audio previews, which are the same as render files, and my project autosave files. I set these all to same as project, meaning all of these files will get automatically generated in the same place as I've saved my project file. This keeps everything squared away nice and neat. The third tab is the Ingest Settings tab. When Ingest is turned on, as you import media, it's automatically going to execute a set of actions. In this menu, I can choose what that set of actions is. I can either have it copy the footage to a location I choose, transcode the footage to a format and codec that I want to edit in, or create proxy files. I do all of my organizing on the front end, and I make proxy files manually as I need them, so I tend to not use this ingest feature. However, you may find it helpful in your workflow. Once I've gone through those settings, I'm going to come down and click the OK button. Once the interface opens, I'm going to select the workspace that I'd like to work in. I'm now ready to start importing footage and building my project.